Alright everybody, we are back with our next video. Finally getting back to this. Wanted to try and do a couple more videos last night, never got around to it. Real life calls, folks. Remember, we do love our games, but real life always got to come first. Always got to take care of business first before we go to the fun stuff. So, anyway, we are back doing our next video. As promised, I am finally knocking out this... finally knocking out the town of Rambleshire that we were set to quite some time ago, and I just never got around to doing. So let's go ahead and see what we can find here. First of all, the whole purpose of coming here in the first place to Rambleshire. This is where we first meet Lufsela, who was that the Rooktender that we met that led to the whole bringing back the Stormbooks thing. This was the original quest line that introduced us to her. I heard there's a strange rider out by the gates. Do you mind taking a look, Gal? See if they need help. Alright, so there's some more stuff there. Alright, but while we're in here, we'll pick up this quest. And among others. Alright, so this is somebody by the name of just a Violet Warden. Okay. The kind people of this town have given us sanctuary here. The least we could do is protect them from the dangers we brought with us. Alright, so these are these Arathi, maybe? I can't tell. Alright. So this... Okay, so the Spirebreaker. We are no strangers to Nerubian attacks. The Kirin Tor is well equipped to handle such a threat, Dalaran. And okay. This is a refugee from Dalaran. Okay. Dalaran was equipped. I cannot fend all of this tower's foes, but you might be able to. I spotted an ambush near the road on the way here. An all too familiar tactic of an all too familiar foe. Go spring the trap and slay the monster that lurks below. Slay Anub-Eska on the road near Rambleshire. Anub-Eska refers to ambush or prey from below, a tactic that's well known by now, but highly effective. Alright, so we're gonna go kill the big baddie that's ambushing the villagers. Alright, and the Mage Slayer. And this is another big baddie. Alright, I confess I have come here with reason. There is one entity that may be out there still that cannot be allowed to its freedom. A prisoner from the Violet Hold that we begrudgingly know as the Mage Slayer. So, one of the Violet Hold prisoners. I know I've mentioned this before in a previous video, but man, Violet Hold, good God, that was one of those dungeons where you hated it or you loved it because of its setup. I always kind of was a little bit indifferent about Violet Hold. I did find it kind of tedious, though. Anyway, a prisoner from the Violet Hold, the Mage Slayer. I had come to request aid from these people, but they are farmers and ranchers. I hope you are better equipped for a challenge. Seek out this fiend and put an end to its existence. So now we're going to slay the Mage Slayer as well. Mage Slayer Fight-a-Hill near Rambleshire in the Isle of Dorne. Okay. Fight-a-Hill sounds suspiciously like chlorophyll.
See you later.
You know that was on purpose. Okay. And let's move on out of here. Alright, so... And let's see what we got here. And this is Ranin Corin. Entrepreneur of shiny things. Somebody by the name of Tharissa Sunstrand is here as well. So let's speak with Ranin Corin.
For some tinkering, don't you think?
Join us on... Oh, is this the guy that was in Zarlok Caverns with us? I believe it was. These were our explorer and archaeology friends, I believe, from Zarlok Cavern. Join us on Dalaran, they said. It'll be great, they said. Good thing I can swim. Tubes almost drowned me. Trying to carry him to safe land. He latched himself to my back. Just dig through the water. Oh, well, we lived. I feel bad for everyone who is stranded here now, but the least we can do is make the best of it. So his quest is a Titanic expedition.
But I have so much science to tell you about.
And he says here, and he said, okay, his quest is a Titanic expedition, and he says, our merchant friend told us about some small islands off the northeast coast called the Three Shields. Apparently, there was a lot of Titan activity there a long time ago. To me, the activity sounded like Titan research and development. Exciting stuff. Tubros and I are going there to check it out. Theresa, my new Algari expedition trainee. So, okay, so it is an Algari that's here. Okay. My new Algari expedition trainee is coming along to see true professionals at work. Care to join us? So now we're going to meet Ranon at the Three Shields. Okay, so that's that extra quest that we saw up in the northeast. I hope these shiny artifacts are worth something. Really, Tubes? Not in front of Theresa. I thought we talked about this. Talked about what? Alright, so yes, this is our other end, like right here. Okay, so well, I guess we'll end up knocking out that that quest as well when we get up there. Alright, so okay, and we have ourselves another quest inside here. And it is Rancher Adidithets.
A new experience.
And he's got a big baddie for us to kill as well. Let's see, it is called Storm Scrat. Take a look around this beautiful town. What do you see? Ranchers in their moss wools, but there is a rancher's flock. But where is this rancher's flock? But where is this rancher's flock? In the guts of a beast they are. Storm Scar, they call him. Storm Scar, whose howl is as the thunder, whose bite is lightning, whose belly is full of my life's work. I came here to buy weapons, and all we have is ranching equipment. You look strong when you put an end to Storm Scar's reign in our pastures. Alright, so go kill Storm Scar. It is said that Storm Scar can fell the grown Ramalith with a single bite. Those are the giant rams, for those of you that have not been paying attention.
Follow no directives but your own.
Alright, so we have a few big baddies to kill around Rambleshire. Alright, but we are going to meet Lufsela at the... Oh, no, there's another quest over here. Somebody up here. Harmit, the Geomender.
Speak freely.
No
directive needed.
And he has a quest called Birdman of the Three Shields. Well, hey, it's you again, Balthalion. Shame I don't have any elements for you to get in shape, but I do have another favor to ask of you, if you're up for it. A friend of mine, Oberig, lives out at Three Shield. Yeah, Oberig, who we also met in the Rooktender questline, lives out at Three Shields. He studies the wild cloud hooks out there, and he and I talk about them from time to time. But I haven't heard from him in a long time. Would you go check on him for me? So go find Oberig on the Three Shields. All right, so all these side quests that we'll be doing are going to be the, shall we say, the prequel mini movie of the storyline with the Storm books that we did in the main quest line. This was the introduction to all these characters.
Be open to you.
Give over my best when I see them. Okay, and we will. Okay, you know what? First and foremost, let's go ahead and knock out. Before we speak with Lufsela, let's go ahead and get these side-to-the-side quests, which is our big baddies. So here's our first big baddie, Anubiska. Alright. That downs that one. The next one is Storm Scar. Who is hiding around the corner here apparently. There he is. There he is. And he's got some minions with him. Matters not. You're all going down. Oh boy. Gotcha. Alright. I got a little bit more health loss than I expected on that one, but we got him. And... Mage... Ooh. Oh, that's a friendly mountain giant. Okay. Okay, I guess the mountain giants are friendly here in this zone, in this expansion. Oh, and we have ourselves... I think I killed him already. Pretty sure I took him down already. Yep, darn it. Random mob of baddies. No worries, we'll take care of them. There's the ore. Gotta get that ore. Alright. And now to our third big baddie, who is hiding up here. Oh, and he's got some minions with him as well, alright. Gotcha. All right. Not nearly as scary as our lightning wolf friend a minute ago there. All right. So let's go ahead and turn these in, so knock these out, get these out of the way.
Tell me what drives you.
Thank you, adventurer. My role in this world is to be a rancher. Yours is to slay wolves. We all have our places.
Journey far.
Yes, among all the other things we slay for you people. What do you mean, you people? Little Tropic Thunder reference for you there. And we... Oh, huh. This is... Okay, oh, okay. These are... I never got around to making sure that my other tunes get... I told you guys I have way too many tunes. And now I need to send them back. And just bear with me while I do this real quick. Alright, get that out of the way. And you know what, while I'm... Well, actually, nah, I'll wait. Okay. I gotta clean up my bags a little bit again. Alright, so... Spirebreaker. Thank goodness, with your aid, we may be able to make a difference this time. These people deserve safety. Dalaran may be in ruins, but the Kirin Tor does not grant you release, Mage Slayer. Thank you for your assistance. Are you sure you defeated all of it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Have a good one.
Alright. Okay, now we get to the actual quest line within Rambleshire. Alright. Now, for anybody that may be watching this first before the progression of the actual main storyline, this is Lufsela right here. Well, unless it is. Is this a shrub ender right there?
Conversation initiated.
Alright. Hotman sent you. Probably misses my help brushing off the rooks, but there's something amiss here in Rambleshire. There should be a storm overhead. Been visible from Donegal for as long as I can remember. Without that storm, I fear the local moss wool operation is in trouble. As we water the sheep, of course, as we learned in that, and that's in that world quest in Donegal. All right, so Power Predators is her quest, and she says, Thunderhead Peak normally boasts a perpetual storm from which the local moss wolves draw energy. Without it, the poor deers look to be listless and near dead on their feet. That makes them easy pickings for predators. To get moss production back on track, we'll need to get to the bottom of the missing storm. But first, we need to beat back those predators before they turn the moss wolves to gravel. So we're going to kill cold 10 predators around the town. And another quest from her called Sleepy Sheep. This time she says, the energized moss that these flocks produce is a favorite treat for the storm rooks. But with the storm gone, the rams are lethargic, vulnerable, and no longer producing. We may not be able to conjure a storm, but we can offer a moss wolf some motivating zap. See if you can find a lodestone that will hold a charge. Then bring it here to Traubendra so she can get it loaded up. Use an energized lodestone to rouse a lethargic moss wolves near Rambleshire.
Conversation terminated.
Okay. I'll head to the village to find somebody who knows what's going on with the storm, or the lack of one, rather. Traubendra, stay here for now. I don't want you spooking the livestock. Alright, so let's find the lodestone first. Oh, there it is right there. And we get it charged by Traubendra. There we go. Quick little charge right there. Alright. So, I just watched that sucker kill one of my moss wolves. Well, we can't have that. We can't have that. Nasty Patty. Oh, I accidentally attacked a moss wolf, darn it. Well, I'm gonna have to... Sorry, buddy, I'm gonna have to take you out, too. Charge the sheep. Charging the sheep. Charging the sheep. Now we gotta water the sheep, and more we have to charge the sheep. Oh! I'll go help our friend over here. But, oh, nope, he didn't need my help. He got them all. Okay, you know what? Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get all of you. We're gonna get all of you. Alright. Here we go. And so one more of those guys, and I just need 2 more. Sorry, real life distraction. Okay. Ah, darn it! Didn't want to get that sheep. Afraid I'm gonna have to knock you out. Sorry, pal. One more enemy. One more. There we go. Alright, that did it. And let's get our turn in here. You're telling me the storm's gone on account of a missing ram? Not just any ram. A special ram. Okay, hold on. You know what? Before we continue, I am going to grab a drink. Give me just 30 seconds here, guys. Oh my god. Oh man. That is not that bad. Picked up some, they had 18 packs of Prime on sale at Costco for like 14 bucks. I was like, yes please. And some of those things are good, some of them not so much, but man, I gotta tell you, the one that's called Metamoon, not too bad. And their blue raspberry is like crack. I'm just saying, that stuff is unbelievably good. Alright, I digress.
The Titans drive my direction.
I'm not here to I'm not here to advertise anything. I'm not monetized yet, so we're not gonna advertise stuff. Unless I really like it, in which case I'll say something nice about it. Okay, alright, all set, moving on. Alright.
Back
So,
to the storm rooks.
the lodestone should hold just enough of a charge to give the moss wolves the motivation they need to return to their corrals. It won't hurt them.
Trust in the edicts.
The moss wolves look like they have a bit more pep. Hopefully they'll start producing again soon, if the storm comes back, that is. Rancher Stenspor believes he knows why the storm is missing. He claims 2 legendary ram brothers re-energize the storm once a year. Just not this year for some reason. Okay, so we got a couple of missing...
Strike true.
couple of missing super rams, apparently. Alright, power predators. That should buy the ranchers and their flock some time while we figure out what's going on with the missing storm. No storm means no moss, which means grumpy storm brooks. According to the locals, the storm is born of two legendary rams butting heads atop Thunderhead Peak. They think that one of them went missing, if you can believe that.
Conversation terminated.
Alright, so here is Head Rancher Stenspor.
Welcome, Outlander.
And he says, Lost Lord of the Storm is the name of his quest. And he says, listen well, stranger. Once a year, the great ram Durzan, Lord of the Southern Storm, crosses the Isle to meet his brother Belsitz on Thunderhead Peak. The clash of their horns heralds the storm and brings prosperity for another year. But something is wrong. Durzan has not come, and the skies have cleared. The Storm Rider may not believe, but I sense you have seen wilder things. Oh, yes, I have. Oh, the strange things I've seen on Azeroth over the years. Ask around if you still have doubts. Just please help us find Durzan. So, find Durzan near Rambleshire. I will see what I can do. You really believe 2 rams make the storm? Here in Dazostan, yes, but if their horns don't clash, the storms abate. You've seen this with your own eyes. Heard more than seen, and felt more than heard. So it could be just an old wives' tale for all we know. So let's speak with the ranchers.
What path brought you here?
Ask about Durzan. Some wonder why we don't see him cross the fields. I suspect he rolls in beneath the cover of fog. Or maybe he's just a myth, you silly earthen.
Communication and... sorry. Hello.
Alright, ask about this one. Once heard a miner working the causeway say she saw old Durzan leap from the top of Fulmedron to Thunderhead Peak in a single bound.
Let's commit our meeting.
So the ranchers are just telling old wives' tales. telling them tall tales like Paul Bunyan.
Our forged paths intertwine.
Alright, Rancher Kisvik nods in acknowledgement, and we ask him as well. Storms always seem to blow in from Donegal to Thunderhead Peak. Reckon Durson follows with. Alright, so they come in from there. Okay, and just gonna cheat and fly hop over to this area here. Oh, look at that! There is a... Oh, and he seems to be trapped. Surrounded by Nerubians. Alright. Alright. Slowly but surely clear the trash, just to be on the safe side. I'll get a couple of these, so I'll take on 3 at once and not 5 at once. My life for her. My life for the queen, I'm sure. Alright, so we're going to get the Nerubian webbing off of you. Oh. We got to get all 4. Okay. Got to clear all the hoofs. Oh, man. Sneezing fit. Alright. The great beast's eyes flutter as he sees help has come, and he inclines his head in thanks, and he runs off. Alright. So there was a great ram after all, just those pesky Nerubians halted his trip. Alright. That's one big ram. Yeah. Alright, so now we speak with the head rancher again.
Sorry.
You found him! Why hasn't he gone to the mountain, and why does he look so forlorn?
Let's commit our meeting to memory.
Alright, and the new quest from the head rancher is their moss, our game. And he says, you say Nerubians had him. Not sure what they wanted with old Durson, but he looks weakened by the ordeal. We can't have that if he's to challenge his brother Bates on the mountain. The moss harvested from our flocks gives the storm looks a kick, so Durstan might benefit from it as well. Collect a bushel's worth and make an offering. And if the moss wolves get ornery, let's be sure to put them in their place. Alright, so we're going to harvest moss from Rambleshire. Moss wolves, and feed it to Durstan. Alright, very well. So we're going to go get moss.
Far and safe.
We're going to shear the sheep, basically. Oh, and the very first one gets ornery. Oh, and there's a little bit more dialogue there that they're saying after I turn that in. I'll go back and read what these guys say in just a moment here. Okay, so alright, I've studied accounts and stories of the first storm routes. Oh, some say they were pulled into the world by great chains of lightning. How did it go again? The brothers brawl tore sundered skies. Yes, a jagged scar that screams and sings. Come soaring storms on crackling wings. Yes, on crackling wings. I wish Baelgrim could be here for this. Alright. Alright, so they're just talking about the old tale, basically. Oh, I gotta shear those sheep. And incidentally, little side note for anybody out there that very foolishly, I do run into this from time to time. Not too many people are actually this ignorant, but there are actually some people out there that think that sheep should not be sheared, and you are somehow harming the animals if you do that. I assure you, folks, I guarantee you, they appreciate it. They want to be sheared. The amount of weight that is put on sheep from the massive amount of wool that they grow, makes it very hard for them to move. It makes them very hard for them to breathe, to eat, to see, because so much of it just covers their face and covers their eyes when it's overgrown on their heads. I assure you, sheep love to be sheared. They absolutely appreciate it more than you can imagine, because it is the epitome of having weights taken off your shoulders. Wow, here we go. Alright, and one more. There we go. Ah, rats. Okay. You can see that's what a freshly sheared moss wool looks like. And that's what they look like when they have the wool still on them. And, do I still need one more, apparently? I guess I need one more. Okay. There we go. Okay, now we got it. Now we're good. I love this music. Absolutely love this music. Well done on the soundtrack for this one, guys. And we place the harvested moss wool. Here you go. Here's a little munchy for you, my friend.
Welcome, Outlander.
Alright, well now, that did him right. Yeah, alright. That seemed to do the trick. I think he's ready to return to his brother on Thunderhead Peak. Ah, yes, I do as well. Alright.
May all paths be open.
And we speak with Rooktender Lufsela once again.
Stormrook.
And she has a quest, possibly the last one, because there's rep on this one, called the Thunderhead Butt. And she says, Durzan looks hale and hearty again. That moss packs a real punch. I have a sense that he's ready to go. I just wish we had more time. I have so many questions, but the greatest of those questions will be answered when he reaches the peak. We shouldn't send him up there alone, but I think he trusts you to take him. So we're going to accompany Durzan to Bells on Thunderhead Peak.
Back to the Stormrooks.
Okay. Okay, is this one? Okay, this is one of those ones where it's an so it's an escort quest of sorts. I do have to run with him. Probably have to kill any baddies along the way, I'm guessing. Or maybe not. And it looks like he ran right past him. Oh, he stops when I get attacked. Okay. Oh, and he assists in attacking. Fantastic. All right. Oh, we got another one. We got more baddies. Alright, moving along. Alright, we're going on. Hey! There's the other ram right there. Okay. Crying out loud, man. That's a powerful one. That's the one that's a lot more powerful than I expected. He's 6 million HP. Good lord. If you were gonna, okay, Blizzard, if you were gonna stick a 6 million HP enemy up here, you should have made him a special big baddie. Alright, so the brothers fought. I know you saw kind of a little bit of that. Oh, Horns of the Hills. We'll have ourselves another thing to read here. Alright, the ancient tablet has been eroded by both time and weather alike. Many of the words appear to be missing. From far off blank we winter climb, blank to our skies we planned, and there we found blank creatures stone, blank horns were curved and grand, while stone with graved two crests had clashed with no ire in their our quarries shook the mountains, their crashing by all. As brothers their clashing rang, their horns had the sky atop the blank of blooming hills a wanderer stood by. Verdant eyes she peered within their blank with life aflame, though slate and blank their hides were made, their spirit blank claimed. Blank scried, blank frail blank thing. Alright, so basically that's just kind of a hint prior. If that, I'm willing to bet this is probably something that you had to read prior, if you came across that prior to the whole quest line, so maybe a little bit of a preamble to that. A woe-declaimed Frey swarm. So we have it's an earthen in stasis that took shelter from the rain and shut down while she was taking shelter. That's a shame. Okay. Well, let's move on. Let's go ahead and come on back down then. Yes. The rain has returned. It worked. You did it.
Nothing like the wind in your crags.
The legends were true, the storms, the rooks, and these rams, they're all connected. I have so much more to learn, but thank you for setting me on this path. Alright.
Fly high, strike true.
What's next for you, Storm Rider? Not a Storm Rider, just a Rooktender. But I'd stay on a bit if I could. I can feel some kind of connection here. To the storm? Perhaps if the storms are where the rooks first came from, then I need to know more. Yeah, so this was our prequel quest leading up to when Lufsela actually does become a Storm Rider later on. Alright, so we're gonna have one last bit of side questing to do before we continue on with our main quest. But first and foremost, thank you very much for joining us, folks. Nice to see we got a little bit of backstory there with Lufsela. This was meant to be the introduction to this particular character before she had her part in the main quest line. So, thanks a lot for helping come along on this little backtrack story, guys. And we will continue on with the other character that was part of that main quest line with the Storm Rooks, which was Olarig. We're gonna meet him up in the Titan-themed side quest line coming up next. So, thanks a lot, guys, and hang tight. We'll see you very shortly on the next one.